Yo, what's good? What's up, everybody? What's going on? Hope everybody have a good time at work, man. Hope everything is going well. Guys, let's get straight to it. You guys already know, unless you've been living underneath a rock, that FURIO is on a rampage and it is going up. I want to touch more on what's making FURIO do this, right? Because there's something that we need to give credit to FURIO, okay? I know you guys seen the thumbnail, and you guys are probably looking at these the asset class that I put in as a completely separate subject, right? You may not see the correlation of something like Bitcoin, Shiba Inu, something like SafeMoon, Saitama Inu, all the way down to Drip, Hex, and stuff like that. To me, I say they all fall underneath the same concept, right? To a certain extent. Now you have an evolution, crypto evolving, right? We start off with the basic. We get that. We understand that Bitcoin will forever be a deity when it comes to crypto asset and crypto investing. A majority of people who do not fully understand crypto, all they do is stick to Bitcoin and Ethereum, okay? When people start to do their research and they start to know a little bit more about crypto, this is when you might bump into the DeFi space, and this is when you might meet something as crazy as Hex, something as amazing as Hex, actually. That's a better way for me to word that, right? And I know there's a lot of Hexicans out there, people who made millions off of Hex, right? Now, if you made millions off of Hex, and you realize, wait a minute, this is what the DeFi space can do for us? This is when you start to dig a little bit deeper. A lot of people made millions off of Shiba Inu as well. I know a friend that made some good money off of Shiba Inu. So, it trickles down. It's an evolution, okay? So don't get lost. Don't get lost in the sauce. Don't fall behind and fail to adapt, okay? Just because you are a maxi of anything, you're a Bitcoin maxi, whatever your favorite protocol is, it doesn't mean that there isn't evolution taking place when you dig deep below the surface. So let's get started, man. FURIO. Look at FURIO. You guys are hovering. You're seeing FURIO right here. We got the drip chart. We got the piston chart. We got the Shiba Inu. We got, this is Ethereum going up. Very good. All right. I think for Bitcoin, basically. So we're looking at the overall market here. We got Hex. I know Pulse Chain is about to come out. And of course, I got to pull up the BNB chart as well, right? Because we are in the Binance Smart Chain right now with this video, okay? Now, here's my conclusion. Here's what I want to pile on, right? We get it. We got the large cap market, larger audience. There's so many people here. So of course, when Bitcoin starts to pump up, it looks like a completely separate things, but DeFi falls underneath all of this, right? The DeFi space is buried deep within all of this, right? So right now, what we're looking at is a coin called FURIO. We're still technically in a bear market. I know people want to say, okay, we're breaking up north, we're going back. We might see a potential bull run, which that may be the case. I do not know. I'm not a fortune teller, neither am I a financial advisor, all right? But what we're looking at is, in a bear market, if a token could be sold, it typically is getting sold. So when we're looking at other charts like projects that's amazing as Drip, and projects that are amazing like Piston, and even the mighty Hex, right? We see that when it came down to it, people had chose to take profit. It reflects in their charts. I know some of this stuff is manipulated by what Bitcoin is doing, but at the end of the day, in the altcoin space, there's a lot of dumping taking place. We've seen Shiba Inu hit the crazy records, right? And look where it's at right now. So you have to ask yourself, if these things are dumping, what's making something like FURIO go up, right? We got this amazing token here called FURIO, and it is currently going up. And this video is more for new people who are not aware of what is taking place. So what is FURIO? Let's get to it, guys. Let's get to it, guys. If you're watching this video, you made it up to this point, please hit the like button, because I'm about to really drop some real gems, some real stuff that you guys should really pay attention to. All right, guys. Now, FURIO it basically works like a certificate of deposit. The same thing like what Drip does, very similar to what Hex does, right? But instead of the Hex element where you would time lock it and you choose your time, The way these dApps work is that when you enter what's called the vault, right? You opt in to lock your funds, and you will receive a percentage daily on the funds that you lock up, right? So in FURIO case, what you're gonna receive is you could receive up to 2.5%, but everybody starts off at the 2% a day. Now you might say, wait a minute, if I lock funds, right, and then I'm getting paid 2%, then that's not a profit because I'm getting paid 2%. But no, you're getting paid 2% up to 365%. All right, so there is a cap, right? So when you say 365%, that means if you were to submit $1, right, there is no price action. That $1 will receive 2% all the way up to the point that that dollar will be worth $3.65 max. Okay. Now you take that same understanding of what it's going to do to $1 and you apply it to multiple dollars, right? So that's the genius behind these high yield, low risk daily dApps. And then we have to give props to one that really set the ground floor, which is Drip. Drip was able to change lives, right? We have people who jump into Drip and they make millions into this protocol. No different from people making millions in Hex, right? So you got to understand how the space is evolving. So FURIO added another layer, okay? What FURIO added was anti-dump mechanisms. Let's get to it, guys. You're gonna dump it into your vault here. Let's go. I'm skimming through the white paper, all right? So another thing that's very important, there is no inflation. So this is a completely deflationary token, okay? Moving on, right? Everything in the system, what makes it sustainable when it comes to these dApps, everything is taxed at 10%, okay? The math has been done, it's been effective, it's been proven to work, and there's time gathered data that says 10% tax on each transaction help makes protocols like this sustainable. Now that we got the 10% tax, that's just the ground floor. Okay, that's the ground floor of the innovation. How does that work? That means if you were to jump in with $1, you gotta pay, you're basically gonna have 90 cents in your vault. Now when your $1 turns to $1,000 and you gotta take profit, you're going to take profit with the $900 portion, all right? So if you were to take out 1,000, you're only taking out 900, you're gonna leave behind 100. So the system could continue to have rewards to pay out other people doing the same transaction, okay? Now this thing right here has an, anti-dump mechanism. This is amazing because when you buy into this protocol, as you guys can see, right? So, cause you have to ask this question, what's stopping somebody from just buying the token? And since it has all this sustainable mechanisms behind it, somebody could just hold on to the token, and when the price go up, they could take profit and dump the token, right? So this is what this is for, right? This is an anti-dump mechanism. And basically, as soon as you buy your FUR, right? If you buy your FUR tokens and you never enter the vault and you try to sell it, you're gonna be taxed at 50%, okay? Now, let's say you do go into the vault and you're in the protocol now. If you're trying to take out what would equate to more than 25% of your holdings, you will get taxed an additional 10% on top of the 10% you would have already got taxed, adding up to a total of 20% if you were to try to do it that way, all right? And remember, all these taxes is just helping making the protocol sustainable. It's just leaving capital back so this thing can keep gradually earning funds as it's paying people out. All right, so here's another thing. You might ask this, what is gonna stop people if they're earning 2% a day? Why don't somebody just sell the 2% that they earn every single day instead of helping the project, right? That's what you would think, right? So let's see, we have to find that. So it takes you to this page right here, right? And the way this system works is that typically you're supposed to compound up until a certain point that you're satisfied with your earnings, and you take profit like 2 times a week, maybe 1 time a week ideally. But in this system, you can maintain the 2% rewards by taking profit 3 times a week. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So everybody starts off at the neutral stance. So when you first come in, first thing you will realize you're receiving 2%. your participant meter will be at neutral. Now, when you keep compounding and you exceed 16 compounds, and then you go up to 20 compounds, now you will be earning 2.25%. And if you compound for 28 days straight, you can up your earnings to 2.5%, which makes a world of difference when you're doing compounds. In the occurrence of somebody is just repeatedly taking profit, what would happen to you is that you would basically start to trickle down to the negative participants, and that basically begins when you're taking profit for 4 days in a row. If you consistently keep doing 4 days, you're taking profit, but you're compounding 3 days, you would start to send your account down to the negatives. And then what happens to accounts that go into the negatives is that they stay there. You cannot bring your negative participant status back up. Okay, so what is that doing, right? All these things I just spoke out to you guys is the reason why you're seeing a price chart like this. So this is what I did, right? Let's zoom in on the FURIO chart. It's very important that people notice, because I've noticed information is time sensitive. FURIO chart, it launched, right? It launched, it went up. It's seen some very bullish moves, right? First time enterers. Now, this is where data was gathered. People is basically gathering the information, because while this was taking place, other protocols was taking a deep nosedive, right? But this thing right here is actually, it was trickling down. So if we do, let's pull this up, man. I can't believe I'm actually doing TA on this, but this is a minor TA, but I think this one actually, it actually merits this. So look, if you were to take this right here, you bring it right here, right? You're talking about something that looks like a negative 18%. For it to go down negative 18%, it literally took the protocol 16 days. 16 days. Well, I'll go like right here. So I'll say, hold on, let me bring this down, because it's actually less. So if I want to really be technical with it, so around 17%, it took 14 days for this project to see a 17% retracement due to the tokenomic mechanisms that governs the protocol. So right now we have something that's considered innovative, something that's considered new. And yes, I consider this an evolution of DeFi, because there is a roadmap that shows how the idea of something like this can exist. And this will continue to happen, guys. Crypto will always evolve. There's gonna be another protocol that's gonna come after this that's going to be genius too, all right? But right now, this is moving, it is protecting investors, is making sure that you have a steady market. But on top of the fact that there's a steady market with very slow negative price movement, but very parabolic appreciation movement, right? You also are earning 2% a day, which you get to compound, and through the power of compound interest, right? So let's go to the compound interest calculator. I love this calculator. Right, these are the risks that a lot of people are. I don't know if it's to say people are scared or whatever. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of negatives. I understand if people are not thinking, because when it comes to taking these risks, it's not for everybody, right? So guys, let's say you started off, so with the price of FUR being $8, let's say you were to deposit, what would $1,000 of FUR give you? Let's say you have an investment currently of $1,000, right? I'm going to give you guys the numbers of the $1,000. Give me 1 second. So you have $1,000 divided by $8, right? So right now, $1,000 could get you roughly around 125 FUR tokens, okay? 125 FUR tokens. I could do this math through FUR or whatever. It doesn't really matter. And then let's say you're earning 2%, right? But you're earning 2% daily. You're compounding your 2% daily added, okay? If you do this for just like, let's go for 9 months. If you're doing this for 9 months, you would now have 9,000 FUR tokens, okay? Let's equate this 9,000 FUR tokens into what the dollar amount would be with you starting off with $1,000 investment. So your $1,000 investment will be able to compound up to $72,000 right here. And at this point, with the $72,000 right here, you won't be able to take the entire amount out, but you will be able to take out times 2%, you'll be able to take out $1,440. Well, granted, if you're using you're following the rules, you'll be able to take this out probably 2 to 3 times a week, okay? Which technically becomes passive income, because for the remaining days of the week, guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be compounding. So the growth of your investment is perpetual, is constantly growing. Unlike any other investment asset, is constantly growing. And then as far as the luck element, hopefully we keep seeing parabolic jumps, right? Or even keeping a steady market. As long as this thing can keep a steady market, you're good to go. And then you can go ahead and do your swing trades, and then you can start to look for retracements and try to buy lows and see if you can catch another jump. So that's the beauty about this protocol called FURIO, man. So this thing is doing a very good job. Now, let's move on. So when you're actually investing into this project, you're actually gonna need a team to actually to unlock the ability for you to earn your 2%. All right. Yes, you can buy the token, but you would be stuck in the system, and the only way to take your tokens out without joining the team is to get taxed 50%, which is a no-no. So you might as well play the system the correct way. So if you guys are looking for a team, you're curious about this, we have a very powerful onboarding strategy that we're now conducting. Currently, my team has, if we go to my team wallet, yesterday I had 9 people on my team, and today I have 12 people. So we're actually growing, okay? We're growing slow, but we're growing steadily, and it's being organic. These are my airdrops. 87 airdrops of FURIO tokens was sent to the team so far. So right now I got 28 FURIO tokens in my balance. This is strictly for airdrops. For any new people who want to jump in, I'm trying to take care of the small time investors. So if you just want to test this protocol and you just want to drop like 2, 3 to 5 FURIO, right? If you guys are looking to join a team, I recommend you guys join our team. We have some ambitious plans, and our plans actually consist of us taking care of you at the same time, all right? And this is a team effort, guys. So this is what's going to happen, right? You guys jump into the FURIO vault, you make your deposit, join my team. I'm gonna leave the link to my team in the description below. But what's gonna take place is that as soon as you jump in, you're gonna get airdrop plus 50% of your initial deposit, okay? So if you guys come in, and that's gonna be max at 5 FURIO, all right? So if you come in and then you drop like 10 FURIO, you're gonna get 5 FURIO. So you're gonna, you'll start off with 15. That should be a very good head start motivator to your investment, for your curiosity. The second thing is that you can expect weekly airdrops. Weekly airdrops will be coming from other protocols, all right? I myself, I'm trying to personally get my account to where I'm earning 2.5%. So expect the airdrops to come from outer protocols, okay? And number 3, we got trickle down team building options. Now I call it option because a lot of people don't really want to build a team, but I think some people have the capital and the integrity to actually build a team. So, it's totally up to you. As long as you are in the DeFi war room and you communicate that you want to actually build a team, we will start the process of trying to get you team members and start shilling out your actual referral link, which everything will be transparent, no sneaky moves, but we will let anybody who's onboarding know that, look, if you want to get the plus 50%, you're gonna have to join underneath this. If the person agrees, then they agree. There's more details to go into that as you join the DeFi war room, okay? The next slide I got for you guys is this one. So what is the requirements? Join the DeFi war room, okay? Use the team wallet description, like I told you guys, and just deposit at least 3 FURIO tokens. 1 FURIO token is $8, so you're talking about $30 investment is all I ask, okay? So that's all we ask for you for the barrier entry. And then right here, this is our vision, guys. The vision is number 1, to grow organically. Number 2, become a part of the Fast Team program. So this is a very powerful tool because the Fast Team program actually allows us to receive airdrops from the dev team wallet, and then which really helps the team grow even more, right? So, you know, as that comes in, I'm not sure what the details are for the airdrops, but it will be something that'll be very beneficial for the team members, okay? So, like I said over here, we are growing together, right, guys? And the number 3 is that the 90% of the fast team airdrops will be distributed to the team, okay? And I'm gonna keep basically a 10% as for treasury, and hopefully that can help boost for the weekly airdrops. We'll see, okay? Some of these things may be subject to change, but I do think 90% of the airdrops being distributed to the team is a fair trade. If I'm wrong about that, you know, I will probably change that, okay? But that's the vision, guys. We're trying to build together and grow together, all right? This is not well seasoned yet over here. I'm not a well at all, as you guys can see, but you know, my metrics are showing strong, okay? Because the ratio for the airdrops compared to my deposits is definitely off balance, and I'm gonna try to keep it off balance to make it profitable for people to join the team. So guys, that's all I got for you, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Hopefully I gave you that extra juice, that extra oomph to want to test out and see what this FURIO platform could do for you. I am taking care of the little man. That's all I got for you guys, man. Peace out and stay blessed.